Be all of you. Imagine the freedom of telling your truth, speaking your truth, and be who you really are. Anywhere, with everyone, any place, any time. Welcome, girl, to Empowering Women with Celeste. And in this episode, I want to talk about this term called identification. That's what I call it, which are these labels or types that we kind of put ourselves in. And this start in the teen years where we are trying things out, we are experimenting, and we are figuring out who we are and our place in the world. And we might already have been labeled as lazy, maybe the good girl, a rebel, smart, dumb, kind, the nerd, the sports girl, which in my school was the horse girl, and yes, that was me. So we choose these labels through our teen years and then we live by them, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, and whether we kind of chose them by meaning to or it just came that way. But when we do that, we are suppressing other sides of us. And we are women, we are girls, and we have a lot of emotions. And when we don't express them, they will at some point explode out on some innocent person or as a sickness. And it can be even a very serious one, like cancer or chronic illnesses. So I have been in the business world for many years, and there is a lot of talk about the niche and brand, which is what you show to other people, what you send out, and like to who. So, kind of some examples could be like monks who exude this peace and calmness. It could be a dancer who, with the high energy and joy, was like happiness, fun, or it could be a coach, which is expressed in professionalism. It could be a nurse who should be caring, and so on. Like we have these labels attached to people or to people with certain jobs and so on. And so I have never really come to terms with these niche and brand things. It never fitted me. I couldn't get it to fit in my system. And so I grew up in a very masculine environment, and probably you have too. This is where you have to work hard, you have to hustle, you have to show confidence, not emotions. That's a big no no. That is weakness. You do what you're told. You you get to anywhere in life and career. If you want to get anywhere like in life and career, you have to dress and act like a man, which is what we have seen the last few decades in society. Like not a lot of women wear dresses anymore. We wear pants, we wear suits because we're trying to be like men. And we're trying to be independent. We had to learn to do things by ourselves. We're holding on, we're grasping. So that, and that's one side of the energy. This strong, very powerful, strong, confident energy and mindset. But I also need and love the feminine energy of quiet, of letting go, going with the flow, slowness, calmness, beauty, being relaxed, and wearing these long, flowy dresses that I don't do enough. And I'm intrigued by by the mysteries and the supernatural, and so these different energies. It has been very difficult to find my brand type because I both love the Tony Robbins attitude, but also the women, the feminine energy, my belly dancer type. And so I'd like for you to take a second now to pause the video and write down the types that you are now, both the inside and the outside. So what you show and kind of the hidden ones. The truth is that I am all of it. I am both of them. I am all of them. And why can we not be both? So sometimes I feel angry and irritated, and other times at peace and relaxed. Sometimes I rebel, sometimes I have to be the villain in someone else's life. Sometimes I'm the teacher, sometimes the student. Sometimes I change people's lives, sometimes I don't. Many times I cry, and sometimes I'm stronger than anyone I know. I love this song from a Danish singer called I Can Be by Ida. If you don't know it, go listen to it. There's also Ava Max's Sweet But Psycho. And I love these two because they sing about these very different aspects and huge emotional range of women. And I can so relate to that, and I love listening to them because I feel like I can embrace all of these sides and that I can be both. I don't have to only be the nice girl. I don't have to only be a bad girl. And I think you can relate to a lot of this too if you're being really honest with yourself, because I know there are some emotions that you are suppressing right now and that needs to come out. And we live in a world right now where we have not learned how to deal with that, and I want to tell you how to do that in a second. But where it's not okay to show your emotions, to express yourself, but how to really embrace these sides of you and not feeling like you have to hold yourself back or having them, like I mentioned before, explode, is that when you're angry, be angry. When you feel loved, show it. When you feel disappointed, say it. When you feel happy, smile. When you feel ashamed, own it. When you made a mistake, apologize. When you feel goofy, be goofy. When you made a mess, laugh. And when you're hurt, cry. When you have a good time, really enjoy it. Be real and be true and be authentic. Just be you. And this rhymes because it's true. Not only that, but it's just fun to say. This work is not easy for me and might not be for you as well if you also have this kind of pleasing type. So be patient and keep working on it and just do what's best for you. And let go of what other people think and how they might respond. Because this is about your own well-being. And yes, even though we love people, also who, especially the ones who are close to us, we also need to have the ability and the freedom to express ourselves. And maybe if they can't handle it, they're just not your people. Even if they're family, even if they're close friends, maybe it's just time to go somewhere else. Because it's really important that you allow yourself to feel these emotions and you allow yourself to live like that. live life from your heart and your soul, not from society or other people's egos. And personally, to me, this work is something that I take very seriously, because to me, the ability to be able to express myself, to show my emotions, and to be who I really am, that is freedom to me. And that is happiness. And maybe it is for you too. Because we have been suppressed so much through our childhood, through growing up like our parents have. It's not their fault, they have just passed it on. But this is your chance to change. This is your chance to start living a full life of becoming whole and complete, not feeling wounded or feeling like you need more healing, you need more of this and that. You need to be different than you are. You are already whole and full and complete. You just have to allow yourself to embrace that and express that, and allow yourself to speak your mind, speak your truth, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing these episodes, these podcasts. That's one way for me to express a part of me that I don't get to show very often, especially in the job that I have right now. Room to or space to kind of do that. You just go to work, you do your job, and that's it. I don't I can't talk about confidence and spirituality or awakening or motivation and coaching, and kind of trying to help them to grow, and so I actually try a little bit to put it into the conversations. Like, I ask a lot of questions, like how are they and how are things going, and just kind of put it in a little bit, like these pills, like once in a while. But it's not, I can't do the big thing, because firstly they didn't ask for it, and secondly they might not want it, and thirdly, like, that's not my place. Which is why I'm doing it here, because if you're listening to me right now, thank you. That was your decision. You actively reached out to find answers, to get help, to be inspired, whatever it is that you consciously or unconsciously asked for. So I hope this shorter episode made sense to you. But this is so important to me, because I feel like so many women, especially women, are hiding who we are. We are hiding things that we think we shouldn't be showing. We have learned that some things are wrong, don't do that. But we're also reaching a point in time where it's becoming more and more normalized, like more and more people, and especially women, are taking up these subjects and these things. So hopefully, with this revolution that we're going through, which I hope to be helping with, that we will have a world that is more caring towards each other, more accepting of differences, more embracing of all of who we are. We can have bad days, and if someone cannot likes you and wants to be around you but cannot take your bad days or take your bad periods, then they're not for you. They're not good. They're not a good fit or a match, if you could say that. And it begins with you starting to show these sides, you having the courage, and me having courage to share our thoughts, to express our emotions, to be vulnerable, to speak our truth, to maybe occasionally get hurt and really be taken down. But it could also inspire someone else to do the same. Maybe it could inspire to a big change. Or maybe it'll just help you feel a lot better, like a lot more free, a lot more light. More you, more whole, complete. At least that's my message. That's what I am working on for myself and really want for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to hear more. I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever it is, where you are right now listening. Have an amazing day. Bye.